Welcome to FreightAgentOnline.com, your number one source for finding freight service provider of the freight and logistics industry. Today, we have come up with the information of North America. North America is located in the Northern Hemisphere and spans the northernmost continent of the Americas. The Arctic Ocean borders North America to the north, the North Atlantic Ocean to the east, the Caribbean Sea to the southeast, and the North Pacific Ocean to the west. North America has a population of approximately 530 million people, and occupies an area of more than 9.5 million square miles. North America is the world's third biggest continent, after Asia and Africa. The economy of North America is varied. While the United States and Canada have a contemporary and sophisticated economic structure, Mexico's economy is currently undergoing substantial changes in areas such as power, transportation, and industry. Ports are development accelerators in addition to handling critical economic items like gasoline and food. They support hundreds of thousands of jobs and are major contributors to national and state taxes in North America. The economic impact of a port is determined by its size and cargo volume. As a result, our ranking of North America's 10 largest ports should be viewed as a list of some of the country's most important economic hubs. Number 10 Port, Oakland. The first container ship terminals were established here. It was the first significant port on the Pacific coast. Despite being overshadowed by its bigger siblings, the Port of Oakland is rated as one of the top 3 gateways on the West Coast. The port handles 99% of all containerized products through Northern California. Vessel arrivals, 1775. Annual container volume, 2.5 million TEUs. Leading trading partner, Asia. Number 9 Port, South Carolina. South Carolina ports are comprised of the ports of Georgetown and Charleston. The port's importance to the South Carolina economy may be gauged by the fact that it directly or indirectly supplies 10% of all employment in the state, with earnings that are 32% higher than the state average. Annual cargo volume, 1.9 million TEUs. Foreign ports served, 100. Economic impact, $63.4 billion. Direct and indirect employment, 187,200. Number 8 Port, Houston. The Port of Houston is the busiest in America in terms of international waterborne tonnage. Over 200 public and private terminals are located on the port's 50-mile length. The Houston Port, the largest on the Gulf Coast, handles 52% of all cargo in the region. The Neo-Panamax expansion is one of its current priorities. Vessel calls, 8,200. Barges, 215,000. Annual cargo tonnage, 247 million metric revenue tons. Annual cargo volume, 1.6 million TEUs. Leading products, petroleum and petroleum products. Economic impact on the state, $339 billion. Direct and indirect employment, 2 million. Number 7 Port, Virginia. The Port of Virginia, one of the East Coast's biggest ports, has been growing at a 2.6% annual pace for the past 5 years. With international corporations such as Amazon and Navion establishing facilities in the state, the port can only become busier. The primary airports in this area are Norfolk, Portsmouth, Newport, Virginia International, and Virginia Inland. With the approval of the Georgia-Virginia Agreement between the ports of Savannah and Virginia by authorities, the port is anticipated to gain significantly from the combined economies of scale. Major terminals, 5. Container volume, 2.85 million TEUs. Direct and indirect employment, 397,000. Economic impact on the state, $92 billion. Number 6 Port, Port Metro Vancouver. The Port of Vancouver, Canada's largest port, combined with the North Fraser Port Authority and the Fraser River Port Authority to establish Port Metro Vancouver in 2008. The port, which spans 3,700 acres, is as large as the next 5 largest ports in Canada and is anticipated to grow at a 3.5% yearly pace. Major terminals, 25. Vessels handled, 2,677. Annual cargo tonnage, 76.5 million metric revenue tons. Container volume, 1.8 million TEUs. Annual cargo value, $276 billion. Direct and indirect employment, 115,300. Impact on GDP, $11.9 billion. Number 5 Port, Seattle-Tacoma. The Port of Seattle-Tacoma was formed through the merging of 2 Washington ports in 2014. In 2015, it overtook the third largest freight handling facility in the United States. The port, which is an important element of the area economy, did $9.7 billion in commerce in 2017. In order to upgrade Terminal 5, the port invested $500 million in 2019. Container volume, 3.7 million TEUs, total containers, 4.2 million. Primary exports, oilseeds and grains, machinery, computers. Direct and indirect employment, 151,400. Moving next, number 4 port, Georgia ports, Savannah and Brunswick. When 2 of Georgia's 4 ports, Savannah and Brunswick, are combined, they rank 4th on our ranking of the biggest ports in North America. The Port of Savannah has the country's biggest single terminal container facility, while Brunswick is recognized as a gateway for automotive imports utilized by more than a dozen automakers. Container volume, 4.35 million TEU in Savannah alone. Deepwater terminals, Garden City Terminal, 1,200 acres, Ocean Terminal, 200 acres, primary goods, automobiles, heavy machinery, agricultural products. Number 3 port, New York and New Jersey. The Port of New York and New Jersey is the largest on the East Coast, receiving 72% of all first port of call traffic. The port, which encompasses waterways in the New York-New Jersey estuary, includes 2 foreign trade zones. Container volume: 7.4 million TEUs, total containers, 4.2 million, annual cargo tonnage, 74 million metric revenue tons, annual container value, $205 billion, leading trading partners, China, India, Germany. Number 2 port, Long Beach. The Port of Long Beach, the second largest port on our list, is less than 30 kilometers from the Los Angeles port. It was founded in 1911 and is now one of the busiest trading hubs between Asia and North America. The Long Beach port was one of the first to implement environmentally friendly policies, such as the Green Port Policy, to reduce its environmental impact. Total size, 3,200 acres, cargo berths, 80, annual cargo tonnage, 78.2 million metric revenue tons. Annual container value, $180 billion, direct and indirect employment, 370,000. And the top port in North America is number 1 port, Los Angeles. The Port of Los Angeles, often known as America's Port, is North America's largest port. It is a 7,500-acre facility that handles 20% of all arriving cargo for the United States. In 2019, it shipped 9.3 million 20-foot equivalent units, TEU, up 5.5% from the 8.8 million TEU it shipped in 2018. The total size, 7,500 acres, cargo terminals, 25, vessels handled, 1867, annual cargo tonnage, 178 million metric revenue tons, annual cargo value, $276 billion, leading trading partners, China and Hong Kong, Japan, South Korea, direct and indirect employment, 1.6 million all over the U.S. Coming back to your business. Is your company involved in international trade, between North America and other continents? If this is the case, your products will very certainly travel via one or more of the top 10 container ports. Apart from their economic importance to Canada and the United States, it's always a good idea to know a little bit about the facilities that will handle your maritime freight. That is why we like sharing insights like the ones offered here. Keep a watch on our knowledge videos, as we publish guidelines and instructive informations on a regular basis to help you to navigate the world of ocean and air freight shipping. Moreover, you can also join Freight Agent Online Network to explore your business to global trade with import and export, that too free of cost. In order to keep updating yourself, do like, share and subscribe. Stay safe and stay healthy.